What's working for me? I'm doing a lot of internet advertising, and so I am spending money to do that, but then the leads are coming to me, and it's paying for itself. And I've developed my abilities to respond to those with good scripts, and they're mostly buyers who call, and I get them in the office and sit them down for a consultation and roll right into asking them for a buyer-broker agreement. And then I have all these buyers, and if you look at my board up here, these are leads that I'm working with that are in various stages. Anybody with a green dot has been got with my buyer-broker agreement. And these are offers I have written that are waiting to be decided, and there are none right now because they've all moved down into this stage. These are all short contingents that are waiting for an answer. These are all escrows right now. I have 10 escrows right now, which I can hardly believe myself. But I have to because that's my goal for the year. And I'm on track. But it's because internet marketing, spending money to do it, and working those leads, good responses, following a script. Good script right here when they call. And get them in the office, sign a buyer-broker agreement. That's my 2-minute success manual.
Well, what I've done is basically built my business around open houses. That was just something that Steve had got me started back when I was coaching with Steve. And so I developed an open house model that seems to generate pretty good leads. And what I've done now is kind of stepped up the price point a little bit, because now that the market's getting a little more active, I'm trying to get my listings from my open houses as well. So I'm trying to increase the price point, find buyers and sellers at the same time. And what I do is I call other agents, and I don't ask them if I could hold their house open. I just ask them if they'd like traffic driven to their listing. That seems to, phrase it a different way. It seems to be a little more exciting to them. I tell them how many signs that I'll put out, how I'll drive traffic to them, how long I'll hold it open, and that the big thing is that when it's over, I'll send them a report of what the comments were of people through the house and what kind of activity we had. So that's what works for me.
To be successful for me, coming in, being a brand new agent was a little tricky. What has really worked for me is I didn't really have any budget, and some of the things that my coach at the time, Steve Evans, was talking about was starting off with open houses, and from there I kind of built on that premise and trying to find potential buyers that was fairly cost effective, wasn't costing me any money to do. And then from there I kind of morphed it, trying to focus a lot on internet marketing through Craigslist, also Active Rain. Ken Patterson had done a class in our in Anita's coaching group, and he had talked about e-farming. So I really focused on those two things, which have been very cost effective and have been resulting in a lot of leads, and recently over the last 12 months a lot of transactions as well for being a fairly new agent. Now I'm also starting to see a referral business come in from those closings that I've had, as well as a lot of the internet marketing that I'm doing, which at this point has basically been fairly inexpensive, and most of it's been free. So it's been growing my business, and my goals this year to try to close 36 deals, and it's working very well for me.
Okay, so signage is big for us. I hate doing signs with a passion. However, this guy is really good at it.
Yes, I am. Signage is extremely key, especially if people that don't have agents, the one thing that they're doing is if they see your signs, they're going to follow them. And we try and do them in high traffic areas. We try and make them extremely visible, and we try and maximize that signage as much as possible. And that's really where we've gotten a lot of new clientele, being that they don't have agents, is they have followed our signs.
It's just good because, we're starting to get our name recognized a little bit, and it's because our signage is everywhere. We're at main intersections, and then obviously you follow the signs to the house that we're at.
And also Rachel does door knocking, which has been extremely helpful in drawing more traffic to the open houses.
Matt and I are in coaching with Anita, and we do door knocking is one of the things that's really been working for us. So we door knock about 200 houses a week. Try and do an open house every weekend. And when we're doing an open house, we door knock 100 houses around it. We have flyers, and on the flyers they say something like, come see our open house, or do you have friends you want to move into the neighborhood? Who do you know who's looking to sell? That kind of thing. And so we just knock on the door, we hand them the flyer, we invite them to our open house, and then while we're there we just say, you know, by the way, who do you know who's looking to sell? How are you guys? What's your position? That kind of thing. And also what we do with door knocking for the other 100 houses is we will pull a house that has just sold in the area. We have a postcard that we usually mail out. So we have 2 farms. In our farm, we mail a postcard out, and then 2 days later we door knock. We knock and we say, did you get our postcard? We just sold a house down the street. It sold for this much. Guess what? Good news. Houses are going up. Prices are going up in your area. It's all about learning, and we've been fortunate enough in this company to have these like top producers sit down with us and say exactly what works for them. And so we thought, you know, if we're starting to produce too, let's share it with you guys. Oh, now you can see my pretty dress.
She's probably
I'm recording.
I hope you're not recording.